Yo, what's up? Real McCoy here, sharing you now part 4 of the Alan Wake Remastered. Okay, let's go.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on. Coffee's on.
This is a memory
Great,
flashback
thanks. I'll need it if
from
I'm gonna
3
finish
years
this
ago.
by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Let's go check this area. Stable, right? Is there anything useful? Let's go check over here. Is there anything we can pick up? Okay, nothing here. Let's proceed to the next room. Wait. Okay. Oh, we can open this one. Right? Let's go in here. Not yet. Let's check this area for some items maybe. Is there an item here? Nope. We must be thorough on this game. Find something useful. Let's turn on this
The
radio.
continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the 3rd day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Alright. Nice, cozy little apartment.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi. Okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Check this.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Okay, let's find
I
the
believe you'll
chief.
find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Right. Nothing here. Let's go next to the sheriff's office. What's this?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
So his wife has been kidnapped all this time. After arriving,
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
It's Mulligan here.
No
I'm
such
at
luck.
Stucky's
He
gas
went on a
station with
bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the
You can get to
caller.
the back
Alice's
door,
life
back
was at
door,
stake.
and down the corridor, Mr.
They
Wake.
won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Hey! 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 Hey, you!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
somehow he doesn't remember everything before last night at the gas station. And now a caller says he kidnapped Alan Wake's wife.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So this is the second time he sees himself in a video. Video of him talking about writing the story.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself
Easy
a
there,
ticket to
boy.
the funny
I'm
farm.
almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake, I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the
Al,
mammoth
you
skeleton.
can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on.
Wait here.
You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
If you Trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out? It's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
He's going to see his wife's kidnapper at Lover's Peak.
Wait here, Al.
It's in a park.
I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
So we're going to hear a lot of monologues from Alan Wake in this game. It's just how the game is developed.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
So it's telling you, the game is telling you that you can't use the car. We have to walk or sprint.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
What the? It's a cat. Let's find some item here. Nobody's in here. Switch the light on.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My
Revolver
plan?
ammo.
You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Let's go to another place. At least he has a gun now. And a flashlight. It's a good start. Let's get through here. Let's get into that house. Think nobody's up. Nobody's in here. No one's lodging. Okay. Looks like nobody has used this for a very long time. Nothing.
Crime and punishment.
Let's watch this.
The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Well, that was interesting. Some Twilight like scene. Lover's Peak. Shine game. Okay. Let's go through here. There's a manuscript.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Some backstory for Rose and Rusty. We're gonna hear a lot of those, see a lot of those TV recordings. It will give you some clues. Let's go down here. Manuscript.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
So from this page, Rusty is going to die. Let's find out. What's that all
The vision
about?
left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
It's in here. Ah. That's nice. See the difference when he's taking coffee? It's faster. What's this?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Hello? Back here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Let's find some switch.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
So judging from these manuscripts, Rusty is going to die. And he wrote this.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid blood.
Oh no.
I just need hunting licenses.
Lights him up. No darkness again. Some sometimes they come in twos, sometimes in threes. It's easier for there are only two of them, but
something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
It's gonna be challenging if there are three of them.
Please don't feed the animals.
Whoa.
For those visitors who purchase a park
That's Rusty.
license. Obey operator's instructions at all times.
Oh, that's not enough.
Rusty, no!
It's just too fast.
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be released. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park grounds.
Oh no.
This includes even
Missed the dodge.
you may
Reload. Rusty's dead. Let's get the ammos. Oh no, more of them. Dodge. Get some more bullets. You deal two of them, it's easier. I don't know if it's three. It's gonna be challenging. Let's go through here. Checkpoint.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
It's telling him the exact opposite. And he believes. Pick up manuscript.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
She never would because Rusty is gone. Let's check here first. No. Let's get back there. Let's open this loot box. Batteries. Nice. We have enough ammo for now. Stay on designated trail.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Let's check this first. Moonshine Cave. Okay. It's gonna tell us that there's a loot over there. Ammo, a gun, a shotgun. Whatever it is, it's good stuff. Moonshine Cave. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition. 1933. Let's go up. Okay. Shotgun. I like this. Flare gun and flare ammo. It's nice. Let's get back to the Labor's Trail. I'm gonna use the gun first. Let's not sprint yet. Get to this Labor's Peak. Batteries, good. No, 2 of them. Oh, 3 of them. Let's get through that area. Oh no, I never get the timing of this thing. Let's light him up. Okay. Let's get on top of that one. Labor's Peak. Checkpoint. Another shotgun. At some point I'm gonna use this shotgun. There are too many of them. But for now, I'll just stick to my guns, to my pistol. Oh, let's kill this one. This one is stronger. It's harder to kill. They're getting tough. 2 of them. Yes. Okay. Getting the hang of them. Problem with this is we lose all of bullets. We lose all of our bullets sooner. Oh no! 3 of them. Maybe I'll use my flare gun. No. Oh no! Let's run through here. The other one. Is I'm having problems if there are 3 of them. That was scary. didn't expect that one. Let's light this up. Pick this.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Right, let's move. Bear alert. That's not your biggest enemy right now. Oh, somebody's lurking. Oh, it's big. I'm gonna use the flare. Shotgun. Oh no. Lost all of my batteries. Let's get through here. Maybe there's an item. Nothing. I only have 20 bullets left from my pistol, and then I have 1 for shotgun, 0 for flare gun. If I don't get any of the ammo, I'm dead. Ah, some checkpoint. Right. Through here. Could there be some ammos? Nope. What is this? Interesting. Nothing here I could use. Let's get back to the trail. Maybe I can jump over that fence. Back through here. It's locked. Let's get through here. Right, some manuscript.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Right. Finding ammo's stuff is a challenge here. Get in. That's the radio station, I guess. Right. So we're near the circle. Oh, what's going on? The birds. Uh-oh. More of them.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun.
I have no
Just
more
keep
gun.
that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. Bring it!
Oh no.
What I got for you! Wait, where'd that one go?
More of them. He's a bad shot.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Oh no.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them
More
off,
of
damn it.
them. I'm gonna hold him off. Come on.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it.
Come on.
Okay, it's over. Move it or lose it.
Shoot them.
That's right. You just keep covering.
Come on, kill them.
Die already, die!
He's such a bad shot. Come on, shoot him. That's the end of them.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
No more flares. This is gonna be challenging.
This is it, Wake. Stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
I get this coffee thermos. Come on, don't kill me. Just one last enemy. Yeah.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. To get him, I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
First we have to find some items. There's an item here. Should be an item there. Find it. Here we go. Air gun. The usual weapons are back. So that guy on the boat was the kidnapper. Somehow found out about Alan. That he's a writer and he kidnapped Alan's wife just to get the manuscript. I think there's something more behind it. Links you have to go through to survive this ordeal. Okay, let's cross this bridge. Excited to see if there are other weapons in this game, because finding new weapons will also mean new enemies, mostly in games such as this. Not excited about enemies, but the game's going to get exciting too. One thing I found out about this game is that it doesn't have a large map showing on the screen on the side of it, or you can click, push a button or something, so you can locate yourself on the map. But this one is just a dot. It's just like a compass. It adds mystery. What's that over there? Oh, it's a trap. Come on, let's get back on the road. Face those enemies back there. Okay. Rusty tried to warn us about these traps, bear traps. Stay away from it. This should be the right way. Full of traps. Let's check our ammos. Gun. There. Okay. Through here. And an easier path without traps. There's a house over there. Let's go. Find something useful in there. Here's a manuscript. Let's get it. Here we go.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Some loot over here. Thank you. Is there anything else? I have my hands full with ammos. Let's just follow the yellow dot where it leads us. It's our only guide. Our compass leads to that old log over there. Let's cross it. Enemies trapped here. Oh no. Faster. Where are you? Come out. You're just too fast. I have to use my flare gun. Enemies comes in all sorts of sizes and weapons, and their movement. Some are slow prodding but big, while some are small but fast. Oh no! Oh no! Beside me? All of a sudden? Oh no! Come on! Shoot them. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Thank God I didn't fall in the river. Let's just regenerate our health. Come on. It's tough fighting all these enemies. They're getting faster. What the hell was that? Come on. Let's get out of this place. Oh no. More of those enemies. Let's get to that place. Bullets left, no batteries. Where am I going again? Right, the yellow dot. Up there. There's a shack, maybe there's a checkpoint here. Have to use that flare. Have no choice but to use that flare. It's the last one. Nothing here. Okay, manuscript. Ah, there's a gun over there.
The night had been one desperate situation after another.
I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Come on. This is signaling me for another type of enemy. At least it has 5 bullets inside. Need to find a flare gun soon. Is there anything else? Nothing here. Okay, let's go back down. I'm wondering how we should fill this up, this life meter up in full red. There's no other way but to jump down. It's up there. Let's just explore this. There were enemies. Let's check that plane out. An old plane. Maybe we could find some items.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
I mean, it just fell down. What's going on? Okay, jump. Oh, what's this? There must be a loot in here. An arrow, it's pointing that way. Should we go? It's pointing that way. Where are those symbols? Maybe we should get up here? But we can't. Let's go up higher. Just line our sight here. Sprint. No. Let's find another way. It says it's this way. Okay, let's climb. Okay. But I can't. Oh, here we go. Flare gun, that's nice. Some flares. Let's reload the weapon. Now I have a rifle, pistol, and some flares and flare gun. Let's get out of here. Oh no. Messed up my health bar. Let's go over there. Back up there. Flare. This tells me that we're gonna use flares moving forward. So this is some sort of point of no return again. I'm scared. Oh no, I'm scared. Moving forward. Let's do it. Use my gun. for some items. Oh no! Many of them. Come on, man. Let's run. Come on. Yeah. Too many of them. Oh no. The longevity of the flashlight is something that we should improve. I hope this will improve in this game. Let's get to that light. Come on. Be quick about it. Yeah. It's a checkpoint. And some healing. Let's pick this up. Rifle ammo, that's good. Wait, any more? I wonder how this should look if you're surrounded by your enemies right outside the light. I have not experienced that here in the game yet. Maybe it will come at some point in the game. There's a light over there too. Oh, a thermos coffee. Get this. Right. There's a house across the river. How should we... over there. There's a bridge right there. Let's go. Oh no, I miss. Let's try using the rifle. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna go to the light. This rifle is powerful. It's one shot, one kill. Let's reload. There were some light over there and they're not scared of it. Let's get into that house. There's no other way that this game's gonna progress but through here. Let's jump. Checkpoint. Let's climb up this ladder. Oh no. But hey. Falling down. This house is shaky, man. Should we go next? Okay, it's a bad jump. What's in here? Oh, you're meant to use up all your batteries. But I guess if you point that steady without pressing the button, it will just evaporate on its own. It's not using up the battery if you just point at it. Okay, I wonder what's in here with all these shadowy, oily things on the floor. Another one. Right. Some manuscript. Let's get this. Let's read this one.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Some new characters introduced. Who would want to build a house, a wooden house, in the middle of the river? Some elevator of some sort. Manuscript.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Made a believer out of Barry. Right. Some players, thank you. Oh, so we should be able to climb up. But first, let's take this thermos coffee. Okay, let's climb. I'm afraid this house, rickety house in the middle of the river, would just tip over and let's check here. Another house. It's very old. So it was designed that way, in the middle of the river.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Let's play hide and seek with this guy while we recharge our batteries. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Pick up this one.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Let's move forward. Those enemies are tough. Their darkness isn't easy to remove with just one single battery of your flashlight. We have to prepare for this one. I'm gonna use the rifle from here on out. If I could. Okay. Refill the ammos. think we should use this flare. Maybe I could use that too. That, and let's try with the gun first. How much bullets are we gonna spend for them? What's going on? Oh, here we go. Oh, 2 of them. Here, 3 of them. Go near the fire. Come on. Smart too. The thing about this rifle is just it's powerful but slow to reload. There's always that thing. There's some light over there. I'm sure it's gonna be tough going up there. Flare gun, yeah. Some batteries, that's good. Combine the flares with the gun first, and then use the flashlight if I don't have any more of it. What's that sound? It's like a giant is jumping. Oh no. It's just too big. Come on. Ah, this is what he's talking about. Come on. So I lost all of my batteries. Because the flare, if you light up the flare, they'll just back away. So it won't hit them. Too smart. There's always a challenge. I mean, the game would be dull if it's too easy to kill them. There's a light over there. Let's get up there. Some light. Go.
Barry? Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
No more items over here. Let's move. It's a camping ground.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Should we go next? There's a car.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster. and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
So, all we need is something to open this thing here, the gate, which means we have to find a key. And I think I know what's gonna happen next. Get through here. Nightingale's fires at
The
work.
FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Something tells me something is in here.
I had to find the key to the garage.
I remember the Resident Evil series going through bathrooms just like this. Even on Days Gone game, there are toilets just like this.
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
Yeah, I know. I have to find the key. Got the garage key. What's this?
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Okay. Oh no. Come on. I knew it. Never gets old though. Let's run. Ooh, so scary. Just get inside. Safe. Let's move. E for accelerate. Stay, okay. Oh, reverse. Yeah. That's right. No, don't get back up. Back on the car. Right. We can boost the car though. Should I go now? Just go over here. This trap. Oh no. I'm gonna die. Broke my car, man. That's the thing about it. Now I'm running. Come on now. Let's run. Oh man, this is serious. What's this? no. Run. He gets tired so easily. Come on. Stick to the light. Let's just survive this game. I could restart this though, but I'd like to survive this. Okay. Lost them. They're waiting for me. Come on. Where to? Get through here. Let's find something useful here. Maybe there is something here. Oh, it's a shortcut towards here. In case you lost your car. So I should go there. I'm back at this place. I'm almost here. Almost the hotel. Come on now. Let me survive this. What's that?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh no.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Man, who could write a novel in 2 days? Come on. But he's gotta do it. Because if he doesn't, his wife is dead. Come on. Hope Barry's okay.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
The darkness controls the church. Let's use this. We're gonna use flares here now. flares and flare guns. Save Barry from the birds.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Where are they? Nice. Where are you? Come on, attack me, please. Attack me, please. Attack me, please. Going to defeat all those birds. Come on. Yeah. It's a good one.
You can open the door now.
Those birds were taken already.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear
diner.
Oh my goodness. She's taken. Poor girl. Alright, that's the end of part 4, which is episode 2 of this game. And let's go continue. And I'll see you on the next episode of this game.